Hello 646 students. I want to take a couple minutes to talk you through Module 1. It's a short module. It's just 1 week long and there's just 2 activities to do. But we'll still go ahead and give you that screen capture overview as I will for all of the modules that you're doing. If you click into modules, you'll find, of course, at the top, important and course materials, and then you'll find Module 1. As I mentioned in my overview of the Canvas site, I do start every module with an overview task list. So this is the task list for the module. It tells you everything I would like for you to do for that module, and then I provide you the links in the task list, and then the links of where you're posting in the actual module itself as well. So if you go into this, you'll see here, all these are due on Tuesday, January 26th by the end of the day. So our modules will start on Wednesday as this first module is with the first day of class. Every module except this one is multiple weeks long though. So you'll have plenty of opportunities to kind of work on the readings and the materials. The readings for this module are kind of an introduction to one specific concept, which is this idea of global citizens and the question about whether we should be preparing our children of today in the US to be global citizens, and what does that look like, and what would that mean, and should we do it, why should we do it, how should we do it, etc. So regardless of where you work in education, regardless of the ages of people that you work with, I think that idea and question of global citizenship is one that appeals or should be addressed by all of us in the world, perhaps, not just in our country. So very first is just an intro survey. This gives me some insight into you, what you're looking forward to in the class, your international experiences, what you think are some innovative global practices you've seen in the US, what do you know about education around the world, etc. You'll see my Global Perspectives Introduction, which I've created in Adobe Spark, and you can click there to go directly to that. What I want you to do is introduce yourselves using Adobe Spark. Now I know you're used to introducing yourselves in online classes and you've been doing that for years. But for specifically in this introduction, I want you to learn Adobe Spark because it's a great tool that we will use later in the semester as well, if you haven't already. I have a screen capture that shows you how to access and log in. You want to log in with your UNCW account, which gives you more access than if you just did, a Gmail account or were just logging in from elsewhere. And then I want you to post your own global introduction. So tell us about you, your global experiences, why you're in this class, anything specific to global perspectives and global comparative education. Read the course syllabus and the course calendar, of course. There's screen captures of both. And then make sure you've ordered the required textbook. We will be reading the second book, The Spirit Catches You and You Fall Down, in March, but we'll be starting with the textbook in probably week 2, towards the end of the second week, in the middle of the second module. So make sure you're ordering that book. In regards to that textbook, you can find it hopefully in the bookstore if they've got the order in. Amazon, last I checked, had some. There's also some used copies you can buy from Amazon. Barnes & Noble should have it. You can also go directly to the publisher, Canadian Scholars Press, and order it off their website. And they're pretty quick, even though they're in Canada. They're pretty quick in getting those books to you. Then the content for this module, so this is introduction, is to read these 5 articles. They're very short. They're written for practitioners. They're, a couple pages from an ed leadership type journal or from the Chronicle. These 2 are from the Chronicle of Higher Education, so they're very short. Read these, please, and then in the Global Citizens Discussion Board, provide me some insight into what you think about this idea of global citizens. Do we need them? Why or why not? Are we doing a good job helping our students become global citizens, etc.? This can be a written reflection, it can be an audio reflection, it can be video, it can be a multimedia reflection. You can create an Adobe Spark page. It's completely up to you as to how you decide to address that discussion. And then I think that was the last item. Then of course just use the ask your question form if you have any questions so that I can field those quicker and so that other students can see the same answer. You can also always answer each other's questions if I'm slower to respond. So you'll see the links there, and then in the module here you can go directly to Global Intro and you can go directly to Global Citizens. So just a reminder, one of the things about online course design is to build in redundancy. So you have the links here You have the links here for your assignments, over here your discussion board directly there, your files where you can find all the course materials, etc. If you have any questions about Module 1, please don't hesitate to let me know. Module 2 will be open. My hope is to have Module 2 open before this module ends so that you can go ahead and kind of get a sense for what's coming next. And then, of course, you can always look at the course schedule to see the timing of the modules. And as I've mentioned, those major assignments are already listed on the course schedule with the dates that they're due. So you can align those in your calendar already. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to let me know, and I look forward to learning more about you this module.